make some noise for Q-Tip, Jerome White, Alicia Muhammad, Franco, a Tribe Called Quest, Lovely Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? I think Dave's in my head. You can think of something to aspire to. My boy, Fight Dog. Give it up for Fight Dog. I don't have any stories. All I have is gratitude. Saying, thank you, New York, Queens in the building, Sailors Ave in the building, Atlanta in the building, DC in the building, Miami in the building. Forget that, man. What's up, Cleveland? How y'all doing? Business, not personal. Thank you, Tribe fans everywhere. Moving up without you. Alicia, I love you, boy. I wish you was here. Let me give it up right quick. Give it up for Fife's mom and dad. What's up, Captain? What's up? I love you very George, I love you to death. Good boss. I love you to death, man, and thank you for tutelage, support, the gift of this life. I wouldn't be the same without all of my brothers. You know what I mean? I'm really glad to call you guys my big brothers. Mom and Dad, my dad, thank you for structure. Mama Joan, thank you for teaching the streets. My mother Joyce, thank you for introducing me to music. My grandparents, South Carolina, Charleston. Oh, my son AJ. Yo, my son is a building. Give my son up. I'm grateful to you for showing your manners. You know what I'm saying? I'm super proud of you. Corey, I love you. And that's that. Peace, y'all.
I can't believe, well, it's a couple of, I'm going to have a preamble before I read, okay? And part of the preamble is, it's just an honor to be here with the fellow inductees. Ms. Dionne, who is a staple in my household. Mr. Frampton, thank you so much. My sister used to make me sing his songs and stuff and torture me. The M to the MC5, of course, Mary J. Blige, my sister, my kindred sister. But there's so many people for us to thank. So I'm going to say this, that we're going to probably post all the names on IG. So stay tuned. Because if I say anybody's name up here, then it'll just be ridiculous. So, but I want to definitely thank our families who are our rocks. So, to the Davis family, the Townsend family, to the White family, to the Collier family, to the Jones family, the Muhammad family, and to the Boyce family, and to the Taylor family, and rest in peace to our brother Fight Dog. I wish you were here. Thank you to Dr. Emma Boyce. Grandma was the freshman caller, and you know, for allowing us to come into the house and, you know, in the basement. And one other name I'll mention is definitely Red Alert, who is a famed New York City DJ who gave us a shot. But I'm just going to read this really quick, if I may, because I wrote it, and I'm not going to let this go to waste, because I lost sleep and I couldn't really figure it out. I'm nervous, but first of all, you know, we thank the omnipotent, the light of the worlds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, Yahweh, Jaja, Christ. We give love and reverence to that entity, the supreme creator, to which we as artists humanely emulate. We conjure melodies, harmonies, poetry, and safe havens of garages, woodsheds, basements, bedrooms, and street corners. To the latter, it has been the terrain for many of us doo-woppers and hip-hoppers. And yes, to all of you pseudo-historians who might be confused, the corner doo-wopper and the corner hip-hoppers sang and rapped the blues. And what's more rock and roll than the blues? But just like our predecessors, we had to find spaces on the outskirts of cities and towns, a southern Sun House or Robert Johnson Crossroad, to a transformed room in a hood tenement on Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx. The need to express burned in us with an art-fueled determination. The spark that embers within many of us in this room. And the spark that burned within the four of us boys in 1985 in New York City. And here's a quick story. My older sister, Gwen, who's here, used to date this dude named Skep Anscombe. And he was the engineer for this guy named Jazzy J, who was a great DJ, producer, and was a part of an organization in New York City called the Zulu Nation. If anybody saw the movie Warriors out there, that was about the Zulus before they were Zulus. They were called the Black Spades. So they were a transformed New York City gang that changed their lives around towards art music. And Jazzy J was one of the preeminent figures. And my sister used to date his homeboy, so you know I was going to be on my nerve, you know? So I begged my sister to have Skep and Jazzy come to see my 5-man crew at a rehearsal space in New York City called Giant Studios. It was on 14th Street and 6th Avenue. And ironically, we were all about 14, except for Jerome. He was 13. And my drummer was 15. Shoplifting from the Bronx shop. And after Jazzy and Skep heard us do like two records, he stopped us and he was like, "I'm sorry for this, Miss Dionne, I'm gonna say something, but Jazzy was like, y'all little niggas is good, but your voice, little nigga, that shit needs to change. It needs to mature." But my voice hasn't matured since. But that didn't deter us because we had that spark I spoke about, that fire. And we had a destiny to fulfill. And one more story, that destiny was set in place because we heard Rapper's Delight in 1979. And my best friend in the whole world was Malik Fight Dog Taylor. And we saw each other every day at school, at church, you know, and we got to call each other and talk about the game or talk about what record we heard or whatever. We were 9 years old. And after Malik heard the record, Fight Bird's record, it was 9, he was like, yo, we can do that too. And I was like, okay. And because I was 9 and I had that spark, and I followed his spark. And that spark is something I think that we all have in us, and that we should all, in this world, try to do everything we can to secure our own personal spark. That's what we try. Socially, how you looked, how you sounded, whether you're first generation here or you're from somewhere else, we were just a mixed bag who wanted to be Grandmaster Flash as much as we wanted to be Cool in the Game and Bob Marley and Earth, Wind & Fire. As much as we wanted to be Public Enemy and Run DMC and LL Cool J, we wanted to be the Beatles. That was just how we were tempered. But I want to wrap it up and just say thank you so much. Let's do it. And we definitely have to thank, this is Kansa, my boy Ali Shaheed, who couldn't be here, unfortunately. I also made a lot of noise at her house near Ali in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So we want to shout out
my mom, who's in the back, Pamela Jones. Thank you so much for raising us the way you did. You have made a lot of things possible in an impossible world, and I just want to thank you on behalf of my beloved brother. We love you. We love you too.
I love you too. We love y'all, and especially the fans. We love y'all. You will be here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the heart that came from us and all that. Thank y'all so much. We love y'all. Encore.
Thank
My name is Walt Taylor, father of 5 dogs. And 5 is all about family. And the only reason I'm here because of him. And all my loved ones, his loved ones, are sitting right over here. And 5 is all about family. That's why they're here to support the Tri-Coast West and to support 5 dogs. And my wife is here. Love you, Connie Taylor. And 5 wife is here. Tisha Head, love you. Looking glamorous. David, grandson David. You have Mark. You got Sini. The whole family. Kay. I'm so glad you guys came to support 5 dogs. But there's one more thing. I'm going to make it very short. Cher, I got you, babe. I'm headed to San Jose, but I don't have GPS. So, Miss Warwick, I need your help. Love you guys.
Join Nixon Starchild and support your source for heavy metal, concerts, collectibles, and culture. Click like and subscribe to the Heavy Underground.